will you please welcome your host, Anthony Davis. Welcome to Stakeout, TV's ruthless and compelling quiz show, where each player brings £250 into the studio with which to play the game with. Why so ruthless? Well, the players have to pick on each other to survive. They have to take risks to win. Losers are unceremoniously eliminated, but winners can keep on winning and turn their starting stake of £250 into thousands of pounds. So let's play Stakeout. 4 players, all confident they've got what it takes to go all the way. Now, we met them at the end of our last show, but I'll quickly reintroduce them to you. Over here, we, of course, have Nick, Gary, you've been playing with us now for a couple of shows, Jane, sitting over here, and Joel in that position there. Well, we spoke to their supporters. Let's find out what they had to say.
Generally, in a pub, I'm quite good at quizzes, yes. I don't think I'm going to do too well, no. I haven't got any backers to back me up, so I'm a little bit on my own out there. I hope to be cool under pressure, but I've never been in a studio, so I'm not sure how I'm going to react, really.
Jane is hopeless at quizzes. She's got great common sense, but general knowledge is hopeless. It was only this morning Jane thought that Louis Armstrong was an astronaut.
Joel's very good at quizzes. He loves the taking part, loves the winning even more. I think Joel will do very well. He's very confident. He's a clever man. I think Joel will take defeat quite well. He'll kill me for saying this, but being a Spurs supporter, he obviously takes defeat quite a lot, so he's used to it.
Great stuff. Now, each player has come to the studio with £250. We're going to match that with another £250, giving them a starting stake of £500. The aim of the game, as always, is to bankrupt the other players, win their cash and stay on as a champion. Plenty of chances for you to win and lose your cash. We start with All In. I'm going to ask you a question with 3 possible answers. A stake of £75 is taken from each of you, which means there's £300 up for grabs on every question. Whoever answers correctly splits the pot. Here comes your first question. James Cracknell, Matthew Pinsent, Steve Redgrave and which other rower won Olympic gold at Sydney in the coxless fours? A. Tim Foster, B. Greg Searle or C. Ed Coode? Select your answer now. The answer I was after is A, Tim Foster, and I can see that 3 of you get that right. Jane, not quite quick enough there. Who performed All Time High, the theme song to the Bond movie Octopussy? A, Shirley Bassey, B, Rita Coolidge, or C, Sheena Easton? Select your answers now, please. The answer we'll be looking for is B, and 3 of you get that right. So 3 of you, you get your stake back. Here comes your third question. Wolfram is an alternative name for which metallic element? A, tungsten, B, nickel, or C, mercury? Select your answer now. The answer I was looking for is A, tungsten. 3 of you get that right, so 3 of you get your stake back. Now, this is the 4th and final question. Listen carefully. In his early political career, which American president was nicknamed the Gipper? A, Ronald Reagan, B, Jimmy Carter, or C, George Bush? Select your answer now, please. The answer I was looking for was A, Ronald Reagan, and 3 of you get that right. Just Jane, again, getting that wrong. Well, let's have a look and see who's got what in the money stakes at the moment. It seems that, Nick, you are down there with £400. Remember, you started with 500, so you're down a bit. Jane also got £400. Gary, you've got £600, along with Joel, both on £600. That's how the cash totals stand. Now we'll give them a chance to take money from the bank as we play Cashing In. Each player gets 1 chance to cash in. We ask them a question, but do not give them the 3 possible answers. Before I tell them those answers, we've got to decide how much of the money to stake on getting it right. Get it right, and they double their stake. Get it wrong, and the other player gets a chance to win that stake from them. Now, Gary, as you have the most money, you get to go first. Here's your question. Which sitcom spawned the spin-off Pork Pie about a former Peckham lollipop man? That's your question, Gary. How much are you prepared to stake on getting it right? You're holding £600 at the moment.
600.
£600. You're pretty sure? You're a bit of a TV fan there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you're sitting in that chair. OK, here are the three possible answers. A, Only Fools and Horses. B, Desmond's. Or C, Citizen Smith. Select your answer now, please, Gary. Well, you've chosen B, Desmond's, which is correct. Well done. You've doubled your stake. Joel, you're on £600 at the moment. It's time for your cashing in question. Listen carefully, here it comes. Which term applies to carrots or other vegetables cut into long, thin strips? That's the question. How much are you prepared to stake on getting it right, please, Joel? You have £600 right now.
500.
£500. OK, here are those three possible answers. A, Julienne. B, Marianne. Or C, Madeline. Select your answer now, please. OK, you've selected A, Julienne, which is the correct answer. Very well done indeed. Nick, you're holding £400 at the moment. Here comes your cashing in question. The country of Brunei occupies part of the northwest coast of which large island? That's the question. You're holding £400. You're smiling about it a lot, so that might give something away. How much of your money are you prepared to stake on getting it right? How amusing is that £400 there, Nick?
Just 50.
Just £50. Don't you wish your supporters were with you right now? OK, here are the three possible answers. A, Madagascar. B, Borneo. Or C, New Guinea. Select your answer now. You've selected B. I can tell you that B, Borneo, is correct. Very well done indeed. Jane, you have £400 at the moment. Here comes your cashing in question. According to the lyric, the wind blows through which crop in Sting's Fields of Gold? That's the question. You've got £400, Jane. If you know the answer, you think you might want to push up that stake. So how much are you prepared to stake?
50 quid.
50 quid. Not a fan of Sting then. All right, well, here are the three possible answers, Jane. A, wheat. B, corn. Or C, barley. Select your answer now. Well, you've chosen B. I can tell you B is the incorrect answer. We were looking for C, barley, which means that we now have a buzzer question. It's available to the other three. Stand by on your buzzers. Here it comes. In 1993, Eddie George became governor of which Gary?
The Bank of England.
Was the Bank of England. Very well done indeed. You've just taken £50 from Jane. OK, well, let's see what's in those cash points at the moment. I can see that, Jane, you've only got £350. Remember, you started out with £500, so you've dropped considerably. Nick, £450. Joel, you have £1,100, but out in front is Gary with £1,250. Time to take a short breather. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Stakeout, the game where the players battle to steal each other's money. We'll just see how that money stands between the players at the moment. Jane, remember you came to the programme with £500. You've dropped that to £350 right now. It's not so good, is it? So you're going to have to work a little bit harder. Nick, you've got £450 at the moment, but looking very relaxed on it, which is good. Joel, £1,100, but out there in front is Gary with £1,250. With 4 players left in the game, that's 2 too many. We'll play face-off. This is where Stakeout becomes personal, as it's time for our players to pick on each other. I'm going to ask each of them in turn to select a player to play against, a question category to play with, and a stake to play for. We'll play face-off until only 2 players remain. Gary, as you're in the lead, you get to go first. Pick a player, pick a category, and pick a stake. The most you can play for is everything your opponent has, as long as you can match it. So, who's it going to be, Gary?
Jane, I think.
Playing against Jane. OK, now a category, please, from the following. You have sport, movies, history, geography or literature. What's it going to be?
Sport, please.
Sport. You like those sport questions. And now an amount that you're prepared to play for. Jane is holding £350 at the moment. What's it going to be?
350, I'm afraid.
£350. This is becoming a bit of a pattern now, isn't it, Gary? Ruthless man, OK? This is a face-off. It's between Gary and Jane for £350. Here comes the question. Which country joined England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland and France to form Rugby Union's six... Gary?
Italy.
Italy is correct. Well done. You've taken £350 from Jane, which means, Jane, you're down to nothing. You've been bankrupted. You have to leave Stakeout.
Sorry, Legs. I think your buzzer went wrong.
I do think my buzzer was broken, don't you? I feel really great. I could feel better if I would have stayed on a bit longer, but rock on.
Rock on.
Now, Joel, it's your turn to play a face-off. Please choose a player to play against.
Nick.
Playing against Nick. And now a category, please, Joel, from the following: movies, history, geography or literature. What's it going to be?
History.
History. Very good. And now an amount to play for. Now, Nick only has £450 at the moment. How much of his money are you prepared to play?
It's going to have to be £450.
£450. You're a confident man, Joel. Here we go. It's a face-off between Joel and Nick for £450. Here comes the question. Fingers on buzzers, please. Which edifice in South London was designed for the Great Exhibition of 1851? Joel. Time out, I'm afraid. Nick, I can offer it to you if you buzz in.
Is it the Crystal Palace?
It is the Crystal Palace. Well done. Taking £450 from Joel there. OK, Nick, it's time for your face-off. Firstly, a player to play against, please.
Have a go at Gary.
You're going to have a go at Gary. Well, let's try a face-off first if we can. Now, you have to choose a category. From the following, you have movies, geography or literature. That's all you have left.
Movies, please.
Movies, OK. And now an amount that you'd like to play for. Gary's holding £1,600 at the moment.
300.
£300. You're playing it safe. But still smiling, Nick. That's what's important in this show. OK, well, it's a face-off between Nick and Gary for £300. Stand by on the buzzers. Here comes the question. Mel Gibson, Kenneth Branagh and Ethan Hawke. Gary.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is correct. Well done. And well anticipated. The full question there was Mel Gibson, Kenneth Branagh and Ethan Hawke have all appeared on screen in which Shakespearean role? Hamlet, the answer. Well done. Gary taking £300 from Nick there. Well, it's time to refresh the category board now as you've all played a face-off. But, Gary, it's your turn to go. Please choose a player to play against.
I'll pick Joel.
You'll pick Joel, fine. And now a category, please, from these new categories. TV, food, pop, politics or science and nature.
Pop, please.
Pop, OK. And now an amount to play for. Now, if we have a look, Joel is holding £650 at the moment. So how much of that money are you prepared to play for?
I'll try 650.
You're trying 650. OK. I wish I could be as cool as you about all this. It's a face-off between Gary and Joel for £650. Fingers on buzzers, both of you. Here comes the question. In the 60s, which singer was backed by the Tremolos? Gary.
Brian Poole.
Brian Poole is correct. Very well done indeed. You've just taken £650 from Joel, meaning, Joel, you're bankrupt. It's time to leave Stakeout.
I feel pretty good, actually. I knew all the answers, just maybe wasn't quick enough.
Let's see how those cash totals stand at the moment. Nick, you're holding £600, but Gary is way out there ahead with £2,550. We're down to 2 players, so let's play All or Nothing. As the name suggests, one of you will leave with nothing. The other will take the lot. All or Nothing is a buzzer round head-to-head. The stakes start at £100 and rise rapidly. Get it right and you win the stake from your opponent. When you can no longer match a stake, you'll play for what you have left. Sudden death or double your stake. Nick, you've got £600. Gary, you've got £2,550. So there's £3,150 to play for. Good luck to you both. Here comes the first question. "Ooh, you are awful" became a catchphrase. Gary.
Dick Emery.
Dick Emery is correct. Well done for £100. Here comes the next one for £200. Travis Bickle, Vito Corleone. Gary.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro is correct. They are film roles associated with that actor. Here comes the next question. Chris Patton served as the 28th and last colonial. Nick.
Governor of Hong Kong.
Governor of Hong Kong is correct. Well done for £300. The next question is worth £400. Which gas is represented by the chemical symbol HE? Nick.
Hydrogen.
It's not hydrogen. No, I can offer that to Gary if you buzz in.
Helium.
Helium is correct. Well done for £400. Now, the next question is sudden death. Nick, you only have £200, so that's all we can play for here. If you get this wrong, you're out of the game. Which Old Testament prophet is said to have been swallowed by a whale? Nick.
Jonah.
Jonah, correct. Just in there. You're up to £400 now. The next question is worth £400. The actress Barbara Bach became the wife of which? Gary.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr is correct. Well done. You've taken £400 from Nick. He's down to nothing. Nick, I'm afraid it's time for you to leave the game.
I feel good. It was a good first experience of a quiz show. I didn't expect to get to the final, so everything's a bonus. Well, the guys who didn't actually make it, I don't think they missed out on too much.
I do feel more confident after these two victories and probably will take more risks as a result of that, yes.
Congratulations to Gary, our current stakeout champion. You came into this game with £250, which you've played into £3,150. You can now bank £2,900, leaving you with £250 to bring back to stakeout to play another game. Will you play again, Gary?
Yes, I will.
You will? Excellent. Well, this is your second win, so if we add today's winnings to your winnings from last time, you have now banked £5,750. As we still have time left on today's programme, let's introduce Gary's 3 new challengers. Nice to see you. Welcome to the programme. What's your name?
My name's Dave.
Hi there, Dave. Now, let me take the money from you straight away, if I can. £250 in cash. Now, you have 3 supporters with you. Who are these people, please, Dave?
I've got my wife, Sharon, and my long-standing suffering friends, Don and Geraldine.
Yes, they look it, certainly. Long-standing and long-suffering. Well, welcome to the programme. Enjoy playing the game, Dave.
Thank you very much.
Well, Gary, nice to see you again, but let's take the money from you. £250 you're putting back in to play the game. So you've made quite a bit of cash at the moment. You look furious, actually, under the circumstances. Come on, cheer up a bit. This is a lot of money.
You're making me go through it again.
Well, I know. You're just going to have to do it. Supporters, there you are. You're still smiling, looking good?
Yes.
Yeah? You're very pleased with him right now, aren't you? You certainly are. OK, enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Very nice to see you. And your name is?
My name is Liz.
Hi there, Liz. Welcome to the show. Let me take the cash from you, please. £250. Got quite a wad there, haven't I now? Where have you come from today?
From Wakefield in Yorkshire.
From Wakefield, OK. And you have 4 supporters with you. Who are these people?
Bill, my brother-in-law, Steve, my husband, and Jean and Melk, my mum and dad.
Lovely. OK, well, great to see you all. Enjoy playing stakeout. And finally, but by no means least, I can assure you your name is?
Duncan.
Hi there, Duncan. Let me take the cash from you, please.
There you go.
You see, I have to take that straight away. Now, you have 4 supporters with you, all looking very happy. Who are these people?
In the middle there, I've got Ron and Marita, landlords of my local pub, and then Pete and Robbo.
People do like to bring the landlords to the local pub. I don't know what you do. You sort of bring them here, so maybe the pub gets raided while they're playing the game. I don't know. But it's good, nonetheless. Now, I have £1,000 of our contestants' money. Let's play stakeout. We spoke to their supporters. Let's see what they had to say.
Dave's a pretty good all-rounder. The only things that he's not terribly good at are gardening and TV soaps, which he doesn't watch very often.
And modern-day pop music.
I hope Liz will do well today. Would like a little bit of money, pocket money. Liz is a very kind, caring person. Bossy. She doesn't get that from me. Possibly a father. And she's a really good mum.
We're all hoping Duncan does very well. He's very articulate and he researches a lot of material.
All very interesting. Now, each player has come to the studio with £250. We're going to match that with another 250, giving them a starting stake of £500. The aim of the game, as always, is to bankrupt the other players, win their cash and stay on as a champion. Plenty of chances for you to win and to lose your cash. We start with All In. I'm going to ask you a question with 3 possible answers. A stake of £75 is taken from each of you, which means there's £300 up for grabs on every question. Whoever answers correctly splits the pot. Here comes the first question. PC McGarry was a regular in which TV series? A. Chorlton and the Wheelies, B. Camberwick Green, or C. Pigeon Street? Select your answer now. The answer we were looking for was B, Camberwick Green. You all get that right, so you all get your stake back. Listen carefully, here comes the next question. Which pastry is normally used to make the honey and nut dessert baklava? A, choux, B, phyllo, or C, short crust? Select your answer now, please. The answer I was looking for there was B, phyllo. I can see you all get that right except for Liz, selecting A there, OK? Question 3, here comes the question. Created by subterranean volcanic activity in 1963, Surtsey is an island off the coast of which country? A, Iceland, B, Chile, or C, New Zealand? Select your answer now, please. The answer we were looking for there was A, Iceland. 2 of you get that right. Just Liz and Duncan getting that wrong that time. OK, 4th and final question. Listen carefully. Here it comes. Which musician has the surname Gorlick? A, Warren G, B, Dario G, or C, Kenny G? Select your answer now, please. The answer I was looking for there is C, Kenny G. That time you all get that, except for Liz. Now, I'm afraid that sound means we've come to the end of the programme for this time, so do join me and these 4 contestants next time on Stakeout.